When the Spanish-American War ended in December 1898, Spain sold the entire Philippine archipelago to the United States for $20 million. Aguinaldo was captured in March 1901 and eventually pledged allegiance to the United States. According to William McKinley, the Philippines are ours not to exploit, but to develop, civilize, educate, and to train in the science of self-government. Taft Commission. It was created on March 16, 1900s, also known as the Second Philippine Commission. The Taft Commission enables the Philippines to establish a civil government and train Filipinos in self-government, guided by a set of instructions issued to it on April 7, 1900s by McKinley. The commission arrived in Manila on June 3, 1900s. It allotted $1 million for building and repairing roads and bridges. From September 1900s to August 1902, it enacted more than 400 laws. In September 1901, it was expanded to include 3 pro-American Filipino as members. They were Trinidad H. Pardo de Tavera, Benito Legarda, and Jose Lazuriaga. Civil government. Inaugurated on July 4, 1901, and William Howard Taft was the first civil governor. In 1905, it was changed into Governor General. Governor Taft exercised both executive and legislative functions. His policy, the Philippines for the Filipinos, made him popular among the Filipinos. Taft served until December 1903. Philippine Bill of 1902, also known as the Cooper Act, sponsored by U.S. Representative Henry A. Cooper of Wisconsin. On July 1, 1902, the Philippine Bill of 1902 was passed by Congress. It created the Philippine Assembly. These are the key provisions of the Philippine Bill of 1902. The Philippine Assembly. On July 13, 1907, the first free national elections were held in the Philippines for members of all the Filipino lawmaking body. Hundreds of candidates campaigned under many new political parties. 80 delegates won. Most of them came from the Nacionalista Party. The assembly was inaugurated on October 16, 1907 at the Manila Grand Opera House. Sergio Osmeña was the speaker and Manuel Alcazan as the majority floor leader. The Philippine Bill of 1902 gave the Filipinos the right to be represented by 2 Filipino resident commissioners in the United States Congress. They could speak out for or against any bill in the Congress affecting the Philippines. Manuel Alcazan served from 1909 to 1916, considered one of the greatest Filipino resident commissioners, spoke out strongly against those they considered harmful to Filipino interests. The Philippinization of the government. America made it a policy to appoint qualified Filipinos to government positions. A number of prominent Filipinos were named to high positions. In 1903, there were more Americans in the government than Filipinos. In 1904, the number rose to 3,377 compared to 3,228 Americans. The Jones Law of 1916. Signed by the President Woodrow Wilson on August 29, 1916, also known as the Philippine Autonomy Act, sponsored by the U.S. Representative William Atkinson Jones of Virginia. The law contained Americans' promise to give independence to the Philippines, gave the Filipinos greater participation to the government, and defined structure of the government, the power and duties of the officials, and provided for a Bill of Rights for the Filipinos. The power has 3 divisions: executive, legislative, and judicial powers. On October 3, 1916, elections were held for the new Philippine legislature. Sergio Osmeña was elected Speaker of the House of Representatives and Manuel Alcazan became President of the Senate. Thank you for listening and watching.